Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the William J. Comboy Legislative Chambers. My name is Andrew Joyce. I serve as chair of the Albany County Legislature. The rules of the Albany County Legislature allow for a period of public comment before our monthly meetings. Our rules prohibit members of the public from questioning legislators and prohibit us from questioning you. This is your time to speak and our time to listen. On that later note, I'd ask members to please provide your attention to the speakers and limit sidebar discussions. In accordance with our rules of order, speakers will be allowed 3 minutes each. I ask everyone to please silence their cell phones. But before we get to the list of speakers, I'd like to ask Legislator Carolyn McLaughlin to come up. Please, Carolyn, get situated and come on up here when you get a chance. It's a good thing, I promise. Dr. Carolyn McLaughlin has recently achieved a significant milestone in her academic journey by successfully completing her dissertation defense at St. John Fisher University on August 11, 2023, a testament to her eager pursuit towards achieving academic excellence. The completion of her doctoral dissertation defense exemplifies her unyielding pursuit of knowledge and rigorous academic discipline. Please join me in congratulating her on this wonderful achievement.
I just want to say good evening to everyone, and thank you so much for recognizing what I have just completed, my last 2.5-year journey. I've tried to be present, even at as well as being present during the educational process. So I just want to thank you for recognizing the work. And one thing I would just say to anyone, if you have a dream, no matter how old you are, no matter how young you are, if there's something that you would like to achieve, let nothing stand in your way. Because let nothing stand in your way. And when you talk about, the intersectionality and I think of all of the intersections that my life includes in terms of gender, in terms of race, in terms of age. There's so many different things that go into when you make a decision. All of us fit into more than one category. So think about the intersections that your life imposes upon you and imposes upon others. And you know what it is? It just gives you more strength to do the things that you have to do. So again, thank you very much.
Don't go too far, Carolyn. Don't go too far, Carolyn. We got one more job for you, please. This past weekend, Valerie Alexander Mosley received the 6th Annual Henry Johnson Award. Received the 6th Annual Henry Johnson Award for Distinguished Community Service for her 25 years as a community leader in the West Hill neighborhood. Valerie Alexander Mosley's dedication and impactful efforts have greatly benefited her community and the city of Albany, embodying the spirit of service and commitment to the betterment of our society. And we have a proclamation to honor your service and your award. Please come on up, Valerie.
Please come up. It's really something like today we have the opportunity to really recognize and commemorate 3 different occasions. As today we commemorate September 11th and what happened in New York City on September 11th, 22 years ago. So we have the opportunity to recognize all of those who dedicated and gave their lives and continue to give their lives so that we can have the freedoms we have today. We also have the opportunity to recognize Henry Johnson, who in 1917 had the opportunity to lay his life down as a hero to save others' lives and just serve, again, continues today to serve as an example of us, to us, that there's always an opportunity for you to serve, always an opportunity for you to give, whether you're in the military or whether you're in your community. And sometimes when you're in the community, you feel like you're in the military. So, but at the same time, we have strong individuals in our community who serve, who are unsung heroes. People who are doing things and have been doing things for 10, 20, 30 years that we don't know about, but we know the impact that they have on their community. As someone who has been a beneficiary of many services and opportunities within the community, Valerie didn't just let it be about her. She turned her experience into a lived experience for other individuals. If she got the benefit of affordable housing in the city, she makes sure to this very day that other individuals get the opportunity for affordable housing. If she got the opportunity to make sure that her community is safe, she is now working with the Affordable Housing Partnership on an anti-violence initiative within her community, has like a $500,000 grant from the state that she's heading up. Now, come on, this is from the community. This is somebody who is working with individuals in the community to make sure that our neighborhoods are safe. And I'm just so proud to call her my friend. I'm so proud to call her someone who, and then also she's active in her church. So her faith leads her to all of the many things that she does. So on behalf of the Legislative Black Caucus, our chair, Bill Clay, our vice chair, Wanda Willingham, and our deputy chair, and our chair of our legislature, and also one of my colleagues here, Norma Chapman, we want to let you know that we appreciate all that you do. We honor you today, along with 9/11, along with Henry Johnson, because you are a true soldier in our community, and you continue to fight for what's right. And we just want to say congratulations, and thank you for all that you do. Thank you. And I will just look at the top, the one line and the last line, if you don't mind. It is our solemn duty to acknowledge and pay tribute to those who have selflessly served their communities, even in the face of adversity and neglect. And therefore, be it resolved that Valerie Alexander Mosley's dedication and impactful efforts have greatly benefited her community in the city of Albany, embodying the spirit of service and commitment to the betterment of our society. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Albany County Legislature extends its warmest congratulations to Valerie Alexander Mosley, recognizing her well-deserved recognition due to her exceptional community leadership and substantial contributions in the areas of volunteerism, social justice, and community service. In witness thereof, we hereto set our hands and have the seal of the Legislature of the County of Albany, signed by County Chairman, Albany County Legislature Chairman, Honorable Andrew Joyce, and Deputy Chairwoman, Honorable Wanda Willingham.
Thank you so much for this award, and I take it in honor of my whole team, because without my team, the Albany Community Land Trust, Affordable Housing Partnership, the Gun Violence Prevention Team, my husband and my family, and all the community partners that have partnered with me, I could not do this job alone. It's a hard job. It's a task that we take very strongly, walking the streets, getting the young people to sign up for our workforce programs. The first day we walked the streets of Albany, we got 43 young adults that were sitting on steps, standing around, and now they'll be starting our workforce program on the 18th of this month. So we will continue to do this work, and we look for everybody in the city of Albany to work together because we can't do it alone. So we try to pull everybody together so that we can kind of curb this gun violence that's going on and stop the mothers from grieving because their children are getting murdered. But I thank you all for recognizing this award and giving it to me on behalf of our gun violence program and the Albany Community Land Trust. Thank you so much.
Photo with members of the family. Family, co-workers, want to come up for a photo real quick? Come on up. Came out tonight, you might as well come on in.
Yes, yes, yes.
Alexis?
Yes, she's
Come on, Roger.
Let's get the whole crew, come on. Come in over on this side too if you would like.
Okay.
If anybody needs photos, Nicolette can get them to you. Thank you, everybody. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Finally, it has been 22 years since the terrorist attacks on our nation on September 11, 2001. In commemoration of the lives lost that day and all those lost since, I would like to invite up Courtney Kieran from the Majority's Office to sing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Magnificent, Courtney. Well done. Thank you. Secret's out of the bag. Courtney can sing. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Beston. Bergdorf. Chapman. Clay. Clary. Collins. Camiso. Cunningham. Demolowitz. Drake. Efakoro. Ethier. Feeney. Fine. Grimm. Andrew Joyce.
Here.
Ray Joyce. Kuhn. Lakakis. Lockhart. Murriello. Mayo. McLaughlin. McLean Lane. Miller. O'Brien. Purley. Peter. Pulaski. Reedy. Reinhardt. Ricard. Rosano. Simpson. Smith. Tunney. Ward. Whalen. Willingham. 35 present.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Madam Clerk, please read the first name.
Carol Wardeming.
Carol warned me tonight if she sees anyone speaking during her comments, she's going to add time. So, unless we want to be here all night, let's pay close attention to what Carol has to say. Thank you.
Carolyn was talking about unsung heroes, and I'm here to talk with you about one. You have his picture in front of you with his Stand Against Racism sign. And Archie, who's the man in that picture, he died suddenly on August 14th. And, well, I felt like my heart was ripped out. Many others felt exactly the same. Archie was a community hero. And I want you to, oh, and for those of you who didn't know him, I'm sorry for your loss. Anyway, I'd like you to picture the courage it took to stand alone on a street corner carrying that sign, which he had been doing for years. And, I mean, as you might guess, not everybody on earth was pleased with that, and some people, yelled racial slurs out their car windows, but most people wanted to talk with him and wanted to engage, and especially what some children said was, it meant so much to him, including the little girl who came up to him at Four Corners, and she saw the sign, and she said, racism is bad. And then he talked with her for a while. And, well, anyway, he stood alone, but that changed. And people who admired him started to stand with him. And they're still standing. Every Saturday, first Saturdays, 12 o'clock, the corner of Watervliet and Central Avenue, they're standing. And,
1 minute, Carol.
oh, okay, thank you. He has left a legacy of work other than this. And Andrew's not going to let me tell you all about it, so I just picked two, okay? Soulfire Farms, which is very involved in Rensselaer, ending racism in food, and also his work as both an actor and helping to create it, Whitewashed. And it was a play, which I saw, and is also now a film, and it'll be shown again and again, and you'll have a chance to see what I view to be a masterpiece. Anyway, Archie was not only admired by many people, Archie was loved. And I love him. Note I'm using the present tense there because we don't stop loving somebody because they're not here with us anymore. And I will always love Archie. And Archie made me a better person, and he made me a better activist. And the thing that I most remember about Archie, along with everything else, is bear in mind I've been on this earth for 81 years, okay? and he is the kindest person I have ever met. And
This time, Carol.
okay, I'll finish. And I miss him, and I will miss him for the rest of my life. And I will be inspired by him, as I hope you will too. And I think we can best honor Archie by each day thinking about, in whatever small way, each of us can stand against racism. Thank you.
Patricia Sibilia.
Good evening, everyone. As most of you know, I'm Patricia Sibilia. I'm with the League of Women Voters of Albany County. We're an organization that actually nationally is well over 100 years old, but the Albany League itself celebrated its 100th gala last year. To be clear, the League never supports any candidates, nor do they support any political party. They are all about education and engagement of citizens in the process. We become very busy in local election years, and particularly every 4 years when the county turns over and has elections for all 39 seats. I wanted to let you know that we are preparing for our online voter guide called vote411.org. That voter guide is where we reach out to the candidates and ask them to tell them and answer some questions and tell us about yourselves. This allows the citizens to go in, put in their address, and see exactly who's on their ballot and what they have to say, and so that you can represent yourself in your own words. We do not edit what is written unless it is derogatory, and we've never had to do that. We also conduct candidate forums. Because this year particularly is a very busy one, we wanted to hear where people felt that there was a need for a candidate forum. So wanted to ask that everyone who is running either make sure that we have your email address so that we can include you, your campaign email address, so we can include you in Vote 411. I think we have a lot from prior. If it's changed, please let us know. But also, if you feel that a candidate forum is something that would be useful, we will do our best to try and support it. However, we have limited resources and already several at the municipal level that have been scheduled already. So please reach out. We're here to really get the voters engaged. The local elections, I feel, are the most important. It's the ones that impact the citizen most directly, and it's where their vote carries so much more weight, since local elections can be determined by just a handful of votes. So thank you for your time, and please reach out to me if you don't think I have your campaign address, or if you're interested in a candidate forum. Thank you.
Thomas Ellis.
Good evening, everybody. My name's Tom Ellis. I live on North Pine Avenue in the city of Albany. And I saw on the website today that the live stream of these meetings begins at about 7:30 p.m. I encourage you to have them begin at 6:30 p.m. so that the people who are watching or want to watch can hear the public comments and that they can hear the presentations that were made earlier. You know, I think the public deserves to see that, and those were some beautiful ceremonies that we had here just a few minutes ago. I hope you're all enjoying the late summer weather. I'm encouraging the legislature and the county to put $1 million a year in the budget for the acquisition of Pine Bush lands. There are still about 2,000 acres that have been identified by the Albany Pine Bush Preserve Commission for preservation. I think there's about 3,500 that have been preserved. purchasing land for preservation and allows the different parcels that are preserved to be connected to each other, makes it easier for animals to move around between those parcels. It makes it more likely that those species are going to survive. We live in an era now where there's intense species extinctions occurring. Some people are even saying we're living in the midst of the 6th extinction. So I'm encouraging you to do that. I know there's extra money that the county has, and I know that $1 million is a lot of money, right? Second thing is, well, finally, I'm becoming more and more alarmed about climate change, and I hope that you are too. The Northern Hemisphere experienced some incredible catastrophes this summer, and some of them are ongoing. I've heard that an area of land in Canada as large as New York State has burned this year. You know, that's unprecedented. I'm beginning to worry about the future. You know, I'm 68. I'm not going to be around a whole lot longer. You know, not like 50 years, but we got some little kids here, and those kids are entitled to a long, good life. And I know the county can't solve the world's climate change problems, but I think we got to become a lot more serious about planning for how we're going to try to stabilize the climate. Because what we're doing right now as a species isn't working. And I think that we need to change what we're doing. And I think part of that change is we need to replace the invisible hand of our free enterprise system with something that's more visible, more of a planned world economy. Anyways, thank you very much.
Simona Fish.
I'm back today to talk about Local Law G because I understand this law has been tabled, and I wanted to share some information that might be helpful to the continuing conversation about its provisions. Let me start by saying that New York State public health law contains significant clean indoor air provisions. It prohibits smoking and vaping in all buildings in which people work and in work vehicles as well, and that includes municipal work sites. As of last year, New York State public health law also provided some protections in public parks and playgrounds. Although it's a bit confusing, it prohibits smoking and vaping of tobacco and cannabis in public playgrounds during daylight hours when children are present, and it prohibits smoking, not vaping, of tobacco and cannabis anywhere in public parks at any time. That meant that people could still vape cannabis and nicotine in areas of public parks not designated as playgrounds, whether children were present or not. Fortunately, local municipalities have the authority to expand the provisions in state law to be more comprehensive, less confusing, and easier to comply with. In 2017, this body did exactly that when it passed a local law which prohibits smoking and vaping anywhere in county parks and other county-owned outdoor recreation areas. And the definition of smoking and vaping included tobacco and nicotine as well as other plants and substances. So when cannabis was legalized, it was covered as well. The county's law was comprehensive and provides the maximum public health benefit for Albany residents in county-owned parks. All the other property owned by the county is not impacted by New York State public health law. Without a local law in place, people can smoke and vape tobacco and cannabis on municipal property other than parks. The stated intent of Local Law G in its original form was to increase the accessibility of county services and resources by clearing the air of secondhand smoke and aerosols. It proposed to do that by reinforcing the provisions of the New York State public health law that prohibit smoking and vaping in county-owned buildings and vehicles, and by setting up a 25-foot smoke and vape-free perimeter from county-owned building entrances. At the last meeting, my colleague and I described the limitations of relying on perimeter policies to protect people from secondhand smoke and aerosols. You have to rely on people's judgments about how far 25 feet is from a particular entrance. On top of that, smoke and aerosols can travel long distances, significantly farther than 25 feet. The best way to protect people from exposure to secondhand smoke and aerosols is to prohibit smoking and vaping anywhere on county property, including parking lots, sitting areas, lawns, and lunch areas. For those buildings that open onto the city street, it can be helpful to also include a perimeter provision to keep smoke and aerosols away from entrances. It also helps to use the most expansive definition of tobacco products, combustible and non-combustible, along with e-cigarettes for creating a tobacco-free, smoke-free, and vape-free environment and achieving the fullest public health benefit. One more sentence? Good. Okay. Albany County has taken great strides in creating a smoke and tobacco-free environment. It is helpful to keep in mind all the public health benefits when assessing the needs to the public. And again, we're here to help, and we offer free support, including signage. Thank you.
There are no more speakers.
Is there anyone else in chambers who wishes to speak? Please come forward and sign in.
Good evening. My name is Roy Hoffman. I think some of you recognized me from a few months ago. I've been here a few times talking about the plight of the Albany County Correctional Officers. Today should be a great day. It should be a wonderful day. I think you've all seen that we finally have an agreement contract. It's a good day. Dan McCoy has agreed to work with us, and it's a very fair contract. I know my brothers and sisters at the jail are very happy for this contract, and they feel like they've been treated with respect and fair, which is what I've been coming here and asking this group of people to do the legislature, and I would like to thank you all for the support that we received from you. It is also a very sad day. I don't know if you're all familiar, but I lost a brother about 2 weeks ago, April 30th. 45-year-old correctional officer passed away. My union vice president. The guy that sat side by side with me for the last 2 years fighting for this contract, fighting for the well-being of these correctional officers, sacrificing much time and much effort. You know, it's funny because, like I said, today's supposed to be a really great day. Me and my brother are supposed to be celebrating tonight that we were able to do this, but again, I am faced with the brutal reality that these guys that work at that county jail face all the time. Not only, 2 months ago, we lost a 58-year-old officer with a massive heart attack. Now I lose a 45-year-old officer with another massive heart attack. When we come here and we ask for respect and we ask for a fair contract, I hope you understand that I'm not coming here just trying to say I want to take everything I can possibly take. It is so true that these guys that work in that jail and go into that place day in, day out deserve the respect from you all, from the county executive, which I know we get this, but that's why we do what we do, and that's why we come here. I just like to appreciate you and tell you thank you for your support that you've given us, and whatever powers that you believe in, if you could just take a moment of time and just lift my brother Jason Bailey's name up, and hopefully him and his fiance will make it through these tough situations. I appreciate your time. Vote yes.
Anyone else in chambers who wishes to speak? Hearing none, the public forum is now closed. I'd like to call our meeting to order, and I would like Frank Camiso Sr. and Chris Smith, who both served our country proud, to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Beston. Bergdorf. Chapman. Clay. Clary. Collins. Camiso. Cunningham. Demolowitz. Drake. Efficoro. Ethier. Feeney. Fine. Grimm. Andrew Joyce. Ray Joyce. Kuhn. Lakakis. Lockhart. Murriello. Mayo. McLaughlin. McLean Lane. Miller. O'Brien. Purley. Peter. Plosky. Reedy. Reinhardt. Ricard. Rosano. Simpson. Smith. Tunney. Ward. Whalen. Willingham. 36 present.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. First item under previous business, 300, please.
Public hearing on proposed local law number I for 2023, a local law of the County of Albany, New York, establishing Chapter 225 of the Albany County Code, setting forth requirements for resettlement disclosure in Albany County.
All those in favor? Opposed? Resolution 300 passes unanimous. Okay, before we get to current business, I'd like to take a motion to take Resolution 372 out of order. Motion by Mr. Feeney, seconded by Ms. Lakakis. All those in favor? Opposed? Madam Clerk, please read Resolution 372.
Authorizing a collective bargaining agreement with the Albany County Sheriff's Council 82, Local 775 Corrections Unit, and amending the 2023 Sheriff's Office budget.
Mr. Demolowitz?
Support this contract, but did the state ever pass that House bill? No, sir. They never did. Well, they did for police officers, not for COs. So what there is, there's legislation in the state, been there for years. That goes back to Ronald White's to give COs benefits who die with heart attack, heart-related illnesses. Police officers have that benefit, the COs do not. And as the president just said, as even today, they stood on that. So I hope it does come through, and I will certainly voice my concern that it's not taking any action up there yet. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Madam Clerk, please read Resolution 372.
I thought I read it.
Did you already read it? Yeah, I did. Mr. Demolowitz's comments just captivated me, and I forgot. Okay, all those in favor of Resolution 372? Aye. Opposed? Resolution 372 passes unanimous. May I also have a motion to take Resolution 373 out of order? Motion by Mr. Peter, seconded by Mr. Feeney. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Madam Clerk, please read Resolution 373.
Authorizing a collective bargaining agreement with the Albany County Deputy Sheriff's PBA Local 3872, Council 82, amending the 2023 Sheriff's Office budget.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Resolution 373 passes unanimous. Thank you. Resolution 350, please.
Amending Resolution Number 497 for 2021 regarding professional architectural and engineering services for various Albany County projects.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Resolution 350 passes unanimous. 351, please.
Authorizing the submission of various grant applications through the New York State 2023 Consolidated Funding Application Program.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? 351 passes unanimous. 352, please.
Authorizing an agreement with Toshiba Business Solutions regarding lease and maintenance services for county copiers.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? 352 passes unanimous. 353, please.
Authorizing the submission of a grant application to the New York State Council on the Arts regarding facilities upgrades at Shaker Heritage Site.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? 353 passes unanimous. 354, please.
Authorizing an agreement with Carver Construction for the County Route 412 culvert over Hannacross culvert replacement project.
You got it. Good job.
I cannot talk today.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Resolution 354 passes with one no vote. 355, please.
Authorizing an agreement with National Grid for the installation of a new pole at the Department of Public Works Knox subdivision.
Mr. Joyce? Got it. All those in favor of 355? Aye. Opposed? 355 passes with one abstention. 356, please.
Amending Resolution Number 495 for 2021 regarding the construction on the Albany County Rail Trail over New Scotland Road in the town of Bethlehem.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? 356 passes unanimous. 357, please.
Authorizing an agreement with Tracy Road Equipment regarding the purchase of 2 Hyundai wheel loaders and amending the 2023 Department of Public Works budget.
All those in favor? Opposed? 357 passes unanimous. 358, please.
Amending Resolution Number 254 for 2023 regarding amendments to the Albany County Planning Board's list of non-referral items.
All those in favor? Opposed? 358 passes unanimous. 359, please.
Authorizing an agreement with CARES of New York regarding a continuum of care program for Albany County.
All those in favor? Opposed? 359 passes unanimous. 360, please.
Authorizing preschool education service agreements for children with special needs ages 3 to 5.
All those in favor? Opposed? 360 passes unanimous. 361, please.
Authorizing an agreement with Raja Group regarding transportation for children with special needs to education and therapy programs.
All those in favor? Opposed? 361 passes unanimous. 362, please.
Authorizing agreements with various providers regarding services associated with the Family First Prevention Services Act.
All those in favor? Opposed? 362 passes unanimous. 363, please.
Amending Resolution Number 251 for 2023 regarding an agreement with the New York State Office of Temporary and Disability Assistance for grant funding for ongoing rental supplements.
All those in favor? Opposed? 363 passes unanimous. 364, please.
Amending Resolution Number 127 for 2023 as amended regarding the tuberculosis prevention and control program, amending the 2023 Department of Health budget.
All those in favor? Opposed? 364 passes unanimous. 365, please.
Authorizing an agreement with the New York State Department of Health, Health Research regarding the Public Health Emergency Preparedness Program.
All those in favor? Opposed? 365 passes unanimous. 366, please.
Amending the 2023 Department of Mental Health budget, administrative adjustments.
All those in favor? Opposed? 366 passes unanimous. 367, please.
Authorizing an agreement with Northeastern Rescue Vehicles for the purchase of 2 ambulances and amending the 2023 Sheriff's Office budget.
All those in favor? Opposed? 367 passes unanimous. 368, please.
Authorizing an intergovernmental agreement regarding the Burn Justice Assistance Grant Program funding.
All those in favor? Opposed? 368 passes unanimous. 369, please.
Authorizing the submission of a no-cost grant extension application to the New York State Division of Homeland Security and Emergency Services regarding the 2020 Cybersecurity Grant Program.
To note my abstention, all those in favor? Opposed? 369 passes unanimous. 370, please.
Amending an agreement with Satellite Tracking of People regarding Global Position System Services and amending the 2023 Probation Department budget.
All those in favor? Opposed? 370 passes unanimous. 371, please.
Authorizing an agreement with St. Anne Institute regarding respite services.
All those in favor? Opposed? 371 passes unanimous. 374, please.
Authorizing an agreement with Paycom Software regarding human resources information system services and amending the 2023 Department of Human Resources budget.
All those in favor? Opposed? 374 passes unanimous. 375, please.
Authorizing a one-time retention stipend for non-union employees of Albany County, amending the 2023 Albany County budget.
Please refer Resolution 375 to the Personnel Committee. 376, please.
Authorizing an agreement with the New York State Office of General Services regarding aid to localities funding for veteran services.
All those in favor? Opposed? 376 passes unanimous. 377, please.
Amending Resolution Number 158 for 2021 regarding agreements with various lead partners regarding the Comprehensive Opioid Stimulant and Substance Abuse Program.
All those in favor? Opposed? 377 passes unanimous. 378, please.
Authorizing the conveyance of real property located at 228 Remsen Street in the city of Cohoes.
All those in favor? Opposed? 378 passes unanimous. 379, please.
Authorizing the conveyance of real property located at 23 Columbia Street in the city of Cohoes.
All those in favor? Opposed? 379 passes unanimous. 380, please.
Authorizing the conveyance of real property located at 46 North Manning Boulevard in the city of Albany.
All those in favor? Opposed? 380 passes unanimous. 381, please.
Authorizing the conveyance of real property located at 170 Broad Street and 172 Broad Street in the city of Albany.
All those in favor? Opposed? 381 passes unanimous. 382, please.
Authorizing the conveyance of real property located at 58 First Street in the city of Albany.
All those in favor? Opposed? 382 passes unanimous. 383, please.
Authorizing the conveyance of real property located at 865 Myrtle Avenue in the city of Albany.
All those in favor? Opposed? 383 passes unanimous. 384, please.
Amending the general fund balance policy for Albany County.
All those in favor? Opposed? 384 passes unanimous. 385, please.
Amending the 2023 Albany County budget administrative adjustments.
All those in favor? Opposed? 385 passes unanimous. 386, please.
Requiring reports of monies and proceeds of asset forfeiture funds maintained by the county.
Please send Resolution 386 to the Audit and Finance Committee, please. 387, please.
Setting forth reporting dates for financial updates to the legislature.
Please send Resolution 387 to the Audit and Finance Committee, please. Okay, we've now reached the consent agenda. Are there any requests to take an item off the consent agenda? Okay, Madam Clerk.
Amending Resolution Number 304 for 2023 regarding the disbursements of American Rescue Plan funding.
All those in favor? Opposed? 388 passes unanimous. Local Law H.
A local law of the County of Albany, New York, amending Local Law Number 8 for 1997, granting a partial tax exemption of real property owned by persons with limited incomes who are disabled in accordance with the provisions of real property tax law section 459C.
Mr. Demolowitz? Okay. Ms. McLaughlin? Is there anyone in these chambers who does not want to be added to Local Law H for 2023? Hearing none, get a long roll call on Local Law H for 2023.
Beston. Bergdorf. Chapman. Clary. Collins. Camiso. Cunningham. Demolowitz. Drake. Efficoro. Ethier. Feeney. Fine. Grimm. Andrew Joyce. Ray Joyce. Kuhn. Lakakis. Muriello. Mayo. McLaughlin. McLean Lane. Miller. O'Brien. Purley. Peter. Plasty. Reedy. Reinhardt. Ricard. Rosano. Simpson. Smith. Ward. Whalen. Willingham. Unanimous.
Okay, Local Law 8. Mr. Purley.
I'm sorry, Mr. Chairman, could you know my abstention on item 388, please?
We got it. Okay, Local Law H for 2023 passes unanimous. Well done, Ms. Rosano and Mr. Reinhardt. Local Law J for 2023.
A local law of the County of Albany, New York, imposing an additional 1% rate of tax on sales and uses of tangible personal property and of certain services and an occupancy of hotel rooms and amusement charges pursuant to Article 29 of the tax law of the state of New York.
Long roll call on Local Law number J for 2023, please.
Beston. Bergdorf. Chapman. Cleary. Collins. Camiso. Cunningham. Demolowitz. Drake. Efficoro. Ethier. Feeney. Fine. Grimm. Andrew Joyce. Ray Joyce. Kuhn. Lakakis. Muriello. Mayo. McLaughlin. McLean Lane. Miller. O'Brien. Purley. Peter. Plosky. Reedy. Reinhardt. Ricard. Rosano. Simpson. Smith. Ward. Whalen. Willingham. Unanimous.
Local law number J for 2023 passes unanimous. Local law number K for 2023.
A local law of the County of Albany, New York, imposing a tax on the occupancy of hotel rooms in Albany County.
Long roll call, please.
Beston. Bergdorf. Chapman. Clary. Collins. Camiso. Cunningham. Demolowitz. Drake. Efacoro. Ethier. Feeney. Fine. Grimm. Andrew Joyce. Ray Joyce. Kuhn. Lakakis. Murriello. Mayo. McLaughlin. McLean Lane. Miller. O'Brien. Purley. Peter. Plosky. Reedy. Reinhardt. Ricard. Rosano. Simpson. Smith. Ward. Whalen. Willingham. Unanimous.
Okay, local law number K for 2023 passes unanimous. Local law number L for 2023.
A local law of the County of Albany, New York, enacting a mortgage recording tax pursuant to Section 253P of the tax law of the state of New York.
Long roll call on local law L for 2023, please.
Beston. Bergdorf. Chapman. Clary. Collins. Camiso. Cunningham. Demolowitz. Drake. No. Efacoro. Ethier. Feeney. Fine. Grimm. Andrew Joyce. Ray Joyce. Kuhn. Lakakis. Murriello. Mayo. McLaughlin. McLean Lane. Miller. O'Brien. Purley. Peter. Plosky. Reedy. Reinhardt. Ricard. Rosano. Simpson. Smith. Ward. Whalen. Willingham. Thirty yes, 6 no.
Local law number L for 2023 passes 30 yes, 6 no. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Mr. Chairman, 1 second, 1 second.
Mr. Ricard,
Can we go back to 378, 379 and add myself to that?
you want to go back?
Yeah.
We got to do it all over again then.
No, I just want to be others.
Which resolutions?
Which one?
378 and 379. I thought we were on there, but we're not.
We can get you on those. Make sure the clerk has it.
Be added to the, maybe Mr. Ether.
Mr. Peter?
After everyone's added, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Motion by Mr. Peter Durant, seconded by Mr. Cohn. Good night, everybody.
Thank you.